Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. Today, I am going to show you guys properties of exponents. Now, these are laws, so you're just going to have to memorize these laws. Today, I'm just going to show you examples of them. So, the first law is, if there's a number and an exponent is 0, it equals 1. So, if 4 has an exponent of 0, it equals 1. Always. So, let's say you have 4 to the power of 0, actually no, say 10 to the power of 0 plus 5 plus 3 to the power of 2. What would that be? Well, you know 10 to the power of 0 is 1. So 1 plus 5 is 6, and 3 to the power of 2 is 9. So you just add that up, and that would be 15. That's it. So this is a property that you're going to need to know for exponents. The second property. This one is definitely one of the easiest ones, in my opinion. This is the division property. So, oh my goodness, that's wrong. So if you have two different exponents, when you are dividing, you can actually just subtract them. So let's say you have, we're going to use 4 today. I don't know why, that's the number I'm choosing today. So if you have 4, now, both of your coefficients, which are the numbers below the exponent, have to be the same if you're going to subtract them. Very important mistake. Many think that if you have 4 over 3 and say exponent 2 and 1, it's 4 over 3. Like they think they can just do 4 over 3, 2 minus 1, and it's just 1. But no, they have to be the same number so it can give you just one solution, not a fraction. So 4 to the power of 2 divided by 4 to the power of 1. You leave the coefficient the same, you leave a the same, and you subtract the exponent. So 2 minus 1 is 1. In this case, you don't have to show it. But the property of this exponent, which I'm very sorry I didn't write it, is a, oh my goodness, I'm using the wrong markers today, is a to m minus n. This is what it should look like. So you leave the coefficient, which was our 4, and you put the exponent, so you just subtract it, and then you leave, since it's 1, you leave it like this. Or just don't put it because it's an invisible 1. So that is how it would look like. Now, if you have 4, let's say 3, and then you have 4, say 6, 3, let's say you have negative 3. Negative 3 minus negative 6. Cut this part and then put it back. But if you have like this, 4 over 3, and then 4 over 6, it's going to give you 3 minus 6 is negative 3. It's going to give you negative. What do you do when you have a negative? Hold that thought. I'm going to go to that property soon enough. Don't worry. And then now we're going to the property of addition. And addition is a to the power of m, a to the power of n equals a m plus n. This is also very simple. If you have, let's say 4, 3, and then times 4, 9, you add those exponents, but you leave 4 alone. So 3 plus 9 is 11. And that would be your solution. Now, please do not get confused by this. Please, this is one of the biggest mistakes in algebra. If this is a plus, you cannot leave the 4 like this and the exponents like this. That's one of the biggest mistakes. You can only add the exponents when there's a multiplication. So don't forget that. And now we're gonna go to our fourth property. And don't worry, because we only have 6 properties, so this is gonna go quick. So in our fourth property, we have the negative number. the negative exponent. What do you do with a negative exponent? Very simple. You're going to leave a 1, and take the negative exponent and the coefficient to the bottom. This is what it would look like. Now this is a big major confusion as well. If you have like the one I showed you, 4, -3, what you would do is 1, and then here 4, 3. You take away the negative by putting it as a denominator, and your teachers are going to want you to put this as your denominator. So this is how it would look like. Now we're going to number 5 because I don't want to waste your time that much. And number 5 is pretty simple. It's a to an equals 1 over a negative n. It's the same thing. If you have a positive, it would go negative to the bottom. And if you have negative, it would go positive. You don't use this one at all. It's not really that useful. I don't recommend using this one. You can just leave it like this. On the other hand, negative n is very important that you put it, because if not, they can take away points. But leaving it like this doesn't matter. So a tip is, don't follow this property. It really doesn't help unless they're asking you, how do you make this negative? Like this. Very quick, I'll show you guys 4 to the power 3, and then just put a negative under it, put a 1, and then the same thing, just with a negative as the denominator. Now, let's go to the final one. This one's very exciting, very exciting. Now, this one also gets a big confusion. This one is, let's say, 4 to the power 5, parentheses, let's say 6. Now, this is not am plus n, which a lot of people confuse. It's am times n, m times n, not plus. Plus is really going to kill you. You guys have to know that when it's in parentheses, it's always going to be multiplication. When it's out of parentheses and they have the same coefficient, then you'd be adding them. But in this case, because of the parentheses, you're multiplying them. So this would equal 4 to the exponent 30 to the power of 30. And that's it. That's it, guys. I really hope you guys understood these examples. Now I'm going to give you guys a little quiz. If you guys want to stay and watch, but please subscribe because I need you guys. And now I'm going to put your quiz question. Okay, guys, these are the questions. Now, I'm going to read them to you because I don't know why it had to come out this messy. I actually really did try. I put the black boxes around, and I think that's what messed it up. But I'm going to say them just in case you guys can't decipher what I wrote. So this was 3 to the power of -1. What would be the answer? 5 times 5 to the power of 3. This is something I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to tell you guys now so I can help you out. When there's no number in the exponent, it's a 1. So just know this. What would be the answer of that? 4 to the power of 7 over 4 to the power of 3, 8 to the power of 6, 11 to the power of 0, parentheses 2 to the power of 3, parentheses to the power of 4. So guys, I advise you guys not to go back. Just try your best and then go back if you guys want to see. Now I'm going to put the answers, so pause it. Okay, now I'm going to put the answers. So this would be 1 over 3. I didn't put the exponent because a 1 is 0. A 1 can be invisible, that's why I erased it. This would be 5 to the power of 4. This would be 4 to the power of 4. Oh, and if your teachers want you to put the answer, you just use your calculator and put the exponent in. This would be, this one just, don't use this one, but I just put it there so you guys can have an example. And then this would be 2. And that's it. Those are the answers. I hope you guys got them all right. I'll put this little square so you guys can see what they are. And I really do hope you guys all got them right. Have a good day, and please subscribe.